Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your reading. Let's start your reading, Virgo. Let's see what's been happening with you uh, of late in the past. Seventh chakra, Archangel Uriel. You've been getting, a lot of information from. Oops, sorry. A lot of information from the higher realms. Deep connection with spirit, deep connection with your masters, with your, you know, whoever you believe in. Wheel of Fortune. It's the right time for you to get this kind of information for yourself regarding yourself, or the phase of life, at what point you are in your journey. Two of Cups. It's about relationships. I think you are getting this kind of information in order to heal a certain relationship, to bring about a balance in a certain relationship, right? Some relationship has been imbalanced, and now this information you are getting, it's very well timed, because it's time for you to bring about this healing in a significant relationship. Four of Cups, something which has been making you feel as if nothing is moving, and something which you have been avoiding in the past, Virgo. You have been avoiding this in the past, and now I think you are getting your information from the divine, from the higher realms, that you need to do something to bring about balance. Or for some of you, where you don't need to do something, but you just need to be willing to participate in a resolution regarding a relationship which has been stuck, where people have ghosted you, where people have turned their back from you, where they just kind of left you all of a sudden and kind of disappeared. So if you are on one, I mean, whether you left somebody or whether somebody just left you out of the blue very suddenly, right now it is time to patch up that relationship. So you have been getting guidance that if that person does come along, to accept it and to work at it, so that you can kind of wind it up or go ahead with it, whatever you would choose, but it's time to resolve it, right? And for those of you where you left somebody, and you have that the divine is connecting with you to tell you that you must go and patch up things with so and so, because it is very important for you to be free of that relationship, the negative aspect of that relationship. Otherwise it'll keep tugging at you. It keeps lingering, the energy does not get released. You need to release that energy by approaching that person and trying to fix whatever you need to fix in your relationship. We got two cards for the present. One is strategy. Yeah, you need to, it's the universe's plan to help you create a plan where you can bring about a resolution in this, because I think things are quite sticky, and with the Four of Cups over here, it does say things not moving, just being stuck. Gives me that impression of something which is very sludgy, very viscous, forever slow moving. It's like not always moving, but it is that that kind of, that feeling that it needs to move. There's too much dense energy in it, and that's exactly what it is. Because here you see there are so many thoughts. Why is this head as part of her body being highlighted? Because all the thoughts are here, which are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, but arms are tied up, and this girl is not doing anything about it. It's just building up in her head, right? And we have this butterfly here, and here you need to change that. Don't keep thinking about your plan. That's what in the present is, either you're thinking too much about your plan, or you don't have a plan. But I do think that all of you are, so your head is so full of this relationship and what to do with it, that it's really getting a lot bigger than you thought it ever would get. And there doesn't seem to be a way out of it. But with the plan over here, I guess the universe is trying to connect with you and give you a plan, or help you in your plans, so that you can draw up a plan to connect with this person and sort it out. Or for you, those of you where you need where you have somebody coming in, you are also feeling that that should I not, for all of you, the thing is that you need to proceed with this and be either participate in the resolution or initiate the resolution. So those of you where somebody, that somebody is going to come towards you to sort this out, for those of you, don't get into your head with plans of how you're going to deal with it. Wait for it to come. wait for it to happen, then see what you want to do. Don't build up situations beforehand, don't create negative situations beforehand, because it does talk of negative situations which you could be creating. And those of you where you are the ones who are going to initiate, don't keep building it up. It's time to put your plan into action. Let's see what these cards are about. Tower. Yes, it's about time to realize what you need to do to this is a card of realization. So those of you who have to take the initiative, it's about time that you just kind of just break down what you're building up to see what is the foundation and what you need to do. And for those of you where you're expecting this person to come forward, it could be quite sudden, something and some way and sometime when you least expected. We have the King of Wands over here and the Five of Wands. Okay, so we've got fiery energy over here, which is you could get into a tiff. Don't get into a battle or a conflict with yourself, or don't build up that scenario with the person. So if somebody has wronged you and they are coming up, they're likely to come up with an apology, you would know, Virgo, that it is expected that they will be showing up. Don't build up a situation of conflict. Don't use your energy in conflict. Don't build it up in a negative manner. That's all I can say. It's all going to, because it's not going to work out like that. And those of you who need to initiate all of this, do it without again, get that conflict out of your plans. Don't get into a conflict that if I'm going to do this, what is the other person going to do, and then you build up your plan based on that if they are going to respond in a, obviously there's a it's quite clear that there is a possibility of a verbal conflict. You could get into a fight, you could get into heated words, and I think both types of Virgos in this reading can expect that, or you can create it. That is what is going to be causing this entire situation to build up in a big way and in a negative manner. All of you are being urged, don't build up a situation, let it come. And those of you who have to do it, please go ahead and do it, right? This is the right time to do it. Otherwise you're unnecessarily building it up. It's going to become so big, then finally all of it has to come crashing down someday. You have to go ahead and connect with that person. You have to go ahead and accept that person's offer to talk things out and sort it out. So it's best not to get into that drama, right? Let's see what's coming up for you, Virgo. I think in your previous readings this thread has been pretty persistent, and I think you're holding up a lot of things for yourself because this thing is not getting resolved. That's why it's coming up. This thing holds the key to a lot of things in your life, Virgo. So the more you delay it, the everything else in your life seems to be on hold because of this. What's coming up? Man holding a heart. It talks of definitely a relationship. So there is somebody coming up who wants to express their feelings, who wants to talk their heart out. They want to share their innermost whatever feelings they have. So that's what this is saying in the present. Don't get into that situation of conflict. Don't build up unnecessary conflict. If you at all you need to focus on, be more accepting, right? And for those of you who have to start it, just do it without building up anything what the other person might say. Everyone is building it up in their head. Don't do it. Things are likely to flow and move a lot faster than once this entire process starts. It's going to pick up a lot of speed. The Chariot, things are going to move forward very, very quickly. The moment you start getting into that slightly positive octave of this entire strategy and plan, and the more you focus on doing things, the moment you initiate it, things are going to pick up really, really quickly. They're going to pick up speed, they're going to pick up direction, and things will start flowing, not only in terms of the relationship but in other aspects of your life, which I felt are being held up because you're taking your time, taking too much time, I would say, regarding this relationship. And what else can we get regarding this? Okay. Seven of Cups. A lot of things will happen once the process starts. That's all I can say. A lot of things, a lot of possibilities are there in this relationship, and how it pans out depends on your response and the other person's response, and what you do and what you don't do. So a lot of opportunities are also going to come your way the moment you get this started. Right, Virgo? Let me get you a card of what's your challenge. Page of Pentacles. With the Page of Pentacles, your challenge is that you feel a little, it's like it feels like you're doing all of this, you're approaching this person for the first time in your life, whereas it is not the case. You have known this person for a long time, but you feel that you're feeling that kind of nervousness when you probably approach somebody for the first time, right? That is your challenge. And a little bit of doubt that how will it be, how will it proceed. Those are the challenges which prevent you from taking the step, right? A little apprehension that after a long time I'm doing something like this, how is it going to be received? But for you, the guidance, the cards are saying that you need to proceed with it. And what's your guidance? Three of Cups. Don't worry, the conversation is going to go very smoothly, free flowing, and it's going to be very nice. See, Virgo, your entire situation is going to pan out very nicely. All the conflict is self-created, doubts are self-created, fear is self-created. You are building up a lot of negative energy which the cards are telling you is futile, because actually it's going to turn out in a very nice manner. It's actually going to be very, very nice. I think your just fears are holding you back. What guidance? Practice makes the master. All right. So whatever you're going to practice, whether you're going to practice the conflict, that is going to become really the right that's what is going to get created and manifested. But if you're going to practice the fact that all of it is going to work out very well, you're going to focus more on the positive and optimistic aspect of yes, the reading is pointing out in the direction that things will flow fine. I will, that's what I'm going to also, in terms of doing, I'm going to do my very best. I'm going to do the whatever best I can do in the nicest possible manner. The positive octave of entire thing, that is what is going to get created. You want to focus on the negative, quite possibly things will not happen and they can go the other way. But if you keep your faith and focus that I'm going to do whatever I do it from my heart, speak my truth, say the things which I need to say, and keep practicing. Some of you just might want to rehearse a nice speech, or you might want to rehearse a message which you want to send to them. So just practicing that will also make you feel a lot better, right? So when the time comes, probably you have rehearsed it so nicely and yet being genuine, because you genuinely feel that. Don't say practice something which you don't feel. Practice what you are feeling, whatever you want to communicate in that first go, right? And that then you will know. And as in when we talk to ourselves, or when you have this rehearsal, you will know what strikes a chord, you will know what works, you will know what fits, what you really feel, whether you're authentic, your speech and your feelings are authentic. And what are the message? Embrace your freedom. Yeah, be free of this conflict, Virgo. Be free of this conflict. And I see these two birds. It just kind of puts this entire reading into perspective, that there is, you want to be free to be with the person. You don't want to be free of them. You want to be free with them. You want to be free to express yourself with them, right? And that is what you actually are all wanting. That I want the freedom to express and connect with this person, express and connect with when they want to connect with me. So just put all that conflict on the side and just go ahead with it in a very nice positive manner. Release judgment towards self and others, right? Don't take anything personally, don't put labels on anything, don't judge anything. Just go with an open free mind, and it'll all work out very well, Virgo, for you, right? So just don't judge what happened, or don't judge what can happen, and it can be this, it can be that, it was this, it was that. Nothing of that. You just need to be free of that. I just feel it's going to be a new beginning of sorts, because that is what the challenge is. Page of Pentacles, starting something new. Here we've got, I just felt inclined to draw some more cards for you. You've got victory. Just go ahead and success is guaranteed for you. Peace of mind, adjacent possibilities, Seven of Cups, a lot of new possibilities, a lot of potential for new, for this relationship to develop in new ways, Virgo. All cards are pointing in that direction. So it would be I'll wrap up your reading on that note that just go ahead, it's all going to pan out and work out very well, right? So thanks for watching the reading, Virgo.